Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitchie. Mitchie puts it in.
Beat gets it. They're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the basket.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Buster with the deep two, and it's good. Connell has the ball at bounce, passes it into Grieco for three, and that's 1,000 points.
Live from the Hill, this is Valley TV. Tonight, we have a presentation. Our presentation will be between the Valley Regional Warriors and the Old Lyme Wildcats. Hosting tonight is the one, the only Samuel Beret, joined as always by his wonderful Valley TV crew. We are in for a great game here tonight as our boys continue to try and extend their winning streak, having dropped almost above 70 points last game. While they were on the road, while Old Lyme really wants to get that notch in their belt by taking down a crosstown rival. Obviously tonight, tensions might just run high because these towns are remarkably close. And if you follow along Valley Sports, you will understand the relationship we have with this town. Our football team actually plays with a lot of these guys, which leads to close connections, which means we might just be in for a bit of rivalry here. Tonight in the booth, although I might be alone, I will stand mighty. I will do my best to present this game as well as possible. As our clock continues to wind down, I'm really curious what Coach Woods and company has to offer tonight. You know, having watched him almost every game now, they play a real hard-nosed style defense with their big guys up front. We're talking Kevin King, we're talking the Sam Hutchinsons. But you know, a little bit of technical interference there. But you know, it's interesting to see this Old Lyme roster. They are a very big team. I mean, it looks like they've spent their fair share in the weight room themselves. But our clock will wind down here. As now, I will turn you over to our wonderful officiating crew to do the announcements for tonight. Apologies for that, as I may have just lied to my own viewers, as we might not have announcements for tonight. There looks to be a little bit of confusion there from the refs and the coaches, as more familiar faces come to pack the stadium here tonight. You know, I think I just got a glimpse of the one and only Joseph Montezella. We'll keep it all quiet here in the booth tonight, as we're going to continue deliberating and figure out what's going on. Be right back. We're going to skip right to the national anthem here. Be right back. And with the conclusion of our wonderful national anthem, let's see what both teams have to offer. You know, Old Lyme out here starting off real loud. Let's hope they set the tempo here. As for the Warriors, the ever so stoic Coach Woods breaking his team for the game. You know, for the first part of this season, hosting at home, I never really actually saw Mr. Jean-Pierre, number 2, actually come out to play, but looks like he's fully recovered from his ankle injury, and he's out here to play. A real game changer, you know, for the Warriors. For Old Lyme, unfortunately, due to some technical difficulty on our end, we don't actually have the numbers for the opposing team. And I was like, well, we're going to do our best here tonight to deliver a wonderful experience. Going out here for the jump is the big man, 32, up against number 22, Samuel Hutchinson. You know, Sam's a pretty daunting man when you stand right next to him, especially when I stand at only 5'10". But, you know, when Mr. number 32 here stands above him like that, you know, it's a bit of a daunting challenge. You know, you don't really see many other people bigger than you at the jump. But here we go. Let's play ball. Warriors going to start out here with Jean-Pierre taking the helm. Coming up outside. Looks back to the top. Unfortunately there, Yermanson's three-point attempt is no good, you know, hoping to really get that early bang to try and get this engine moving. Let's see what Old Lyme has in response. Cutting him inside, unfortunately. Unfortunate ball handling there results in a turnover, as Yermanson's going to try and take a deep shot to try and find Shea, but unfortunately that's no good. Old Lyme here. Set the play ball, takes the three, and no good. Fortunately, that shot really couldn't connect. You know, once again, I'll harp on the fact that I'm seeing a whole host of familiar faces out here tonight. I mean, even talking about the parents, you know, it's almost no different than watching on a Saturday night or a Friday night under the lights, the football field, seeing all these different communities come together. You know, that's what I think that makes this area great, as Yermanson shot attempt is going to be no good with recovery from Old Lyme. Let's see what they got. Still scoreless here after 2. Cutting around inside. They're still looking for work. Back to the top. He's going to put it up. And it's no good as an attempted recovery there from number 30. Does look like it went out of bounds. Yeah, it was out on white there. Old Lyme here, going to restart. There's a good swat there. Excellent defensive play there by Valley. We're going to go back onto offense here, as Jean-Pierre is going to call out to his team. Get some movement going, you know. Not having that early break is really kind of detrimental to a team like this, especially after that shot couldn't connect. You know, another offensive drive stalled out like that is not something you want to see here. Here's Old Lyme here to capitalize. Still playing from the top. Looking around, getting some movement here. The top looking inside. He's going to move up, and it's no good. Here we go. Warrior ball here once again. He's going to find King in the inside. Over to Hutchinson. Puts it up, and it can't connect. Unfortunate, really unfortunate to see here. Old Lyme, as I'll repeat, it's going to go back and forth, and so someone would like to connect, but unfortunately there, a bad pass. I want to say almost broken up there by a Valley player, goes out of bounds. Once again, Warrior drive is going to be started out by Mr. Jean-Pierre. Shea here from the top, looks inside, finds Hutchinson, but unfortunately, ball is knocked out there. You know, I'll harp on it once again. This is a very large Old Lyme team. You know, almost makes me wonder, I mean, could have used some of this size on the football field, but obviously, they're committed more to their sport, understandably so. That's why you don't see me out here playing basketball. Once again, Warriors gonna try and start out. Unfortunately, A little bit of a fumble there by Hutchinson's going to make it an Old Lyme ball. Looking to the inside once again. He couldn't get it around King, though. Unfortunate. Substitution there by Old Lyme. You know, hopefully, to our viewers at home, I'm going to try and make some adjustments at halftime, see if I can get these numbers for you, because I'd really like to learn these players and their names, especially if they live so close. You know, I might just recognize a few of them. But unfortunately there, it's going to be some type of foul there that's going to bring Old Lyme back. Let them keep possession here as they're going to look to put some points on the board. Here we go, once again, cutting inside, puts it up, and it is good. Ball was hanging out there for a little bit longer than expected, but, you know, it's good in the end. Old Lyme here, 2-0 lead. Jean-Pierre's going to move inside, a step back. Unfortunately, there's a couple too many hands in there to get that shot off. And it's going to be no good as Warriors going to be set up to go back on defense. I want to say they called a travel there. He might have moved his feet too many times. Once again, here we go. Old Lyme straight into the paint. Looks to put it up and uses the size advantage. Out leverages his opponents and gets it done under the... Ooh, my apologies there. A little bit of an acid reflux attack. But he gets it done under the hoop. Warriors, once again, they want to get on the board. They look to Yermanson. Yermanson gets it done from the three-point line. Here we go. You know, back in his mode, as we see, you know. I love when he hits a three-pointer. To see his hair floof a little bit. It's an excellent sight to see. Artwork, if almost. Unfortunately there for Old Lyme, their drive couldn't get started as they're going to call some sort of foul there. Unfortunately, my lingo isn't too up to par. Now, I really got to watch more NBA games, see what these signs are by the referees. Here we go. Warrior ball once again. Looking inside to Hutch. In the end, they look back out as King's going to try and put it up. Visibly frustrated with that shot as it's no good. A little bit of confusion here out on the court. I'm not too sure what it looks like a substitution error. Might have had too many guys out there on the court. Or a personnel change there by Coach Ken Briesman. My apologies there. Finally got at least one roster up. So I want to say the Wildcats are going to go to the line now. Maybe. Maybe not. Looks like it is going to be Warrior ball. My apologies there. Warriors from the top again. Still from the top. A little bit of action there inside, trying to find Yermanson. Yermanson set his sights back over to Mr. Jean-Pierre at the top just to get it done. Here we go. Old Lyme. Defensive showing there by Jean-Pierre, able to swat the ball and recover it. Good sight. Here we go. Old Lyme returning back to defense once again. Let's see what they can put up here. As Hutchinson is able to use his surprising amount of speed to maneuver around those defenders, get open and get that layup down. It's again Old Lyme. Here they go in the paint. Easy money there by Mr. number 32. As Jean-Pierre is going to do his best Coach Wood's impression, both of them kind of shouting out the same way at the same time. Beautiful to see. Hutchinson from the interior puts it up, no good. As number 21, Michael Colmer has subbed into the game. Evidently shown by his great work of athleticism there to try and get the ball back. As I want to say they've called a timeout here for blue. Yeah, we'll call it a blue timeout here. So going into the timeout, obviously it's a little bit too early to say exactly what they want to do. Both sides playing very good defense. I know Old Lyme early having a lot of those breakups, which are really lethal for Valley. And Valley able also have pretty good breakups, but just trying their best to deny the interior. Obviously, they had a couple slip-ups there, both maybe number 30 and 32, able to cut up inside and get those layups down. They're going to hope to try and knock those off for the future. As for Old Lyme, let's see what they do. They haven't really taken any long-range shots just about yet. They really have looked to their, what I want to say their strength is, and that's really the inside. But as a physical team as Valley will show them that it's gonna punish them a little bit for trying to go inside, as we're gonna return back to Warrior ball here, as they'll find Hutchinson, and it shall be no good. Wildcat ball here starting out. We're gonna see what coaching adjustments are made. As I want to say, that's number 5, Jack. Nope, I lied. I do not. As a little bit of slip up there from the commentator, thinking he knew who he was, but really wasn't. In the midst of that, Old Lyme's able to capitalize off a missing interior player and able to get it up and good. 8-8 all. Here's Shea moving inside. Unfortunately, the hook was no good. Wildcats, we can get something done. To the outside once again. Still looking for something to open up inside. They do. They find him, and it gets done. Real work of art there. You know, holding onto the ball and waiting for something to get open. You know, that ball control, excellent there on display from the Wildcats. Warrior ball here. Yermanson looking to move inside, and it gets done. 10-10 all as we dip under a minute here into the first quarter. Wildcats going to return to play, but unfortunately a misplaced shot is going to end up with it being Warrior ball. Fortunate to see there. Warriors now looking to capitalize. You know, hopefully trying to get maybe 1 or 2 scores off before the end of the first, so they can catch their break and move into the second. A little bit more momentum as they're going to find King, and King can't get the job done, unfortunately. Wildcats here, moving at 30 seconds. A bit of a pump fake there at the top. Moving inside, trying to find separation. Puts it up, and it's good. Excellent display there by the Wildcats once again. Here we go, Warriors. We're looking at 10 seconds here. Let's see what they get done. Jean-Pierre cutting up the middle, and unfortunately it's no good, but he gets the ball back and puts it up, and it's no good. To the hands of Colmer, a little bit of too little too late there as the clock is going to wind down to 0, bringing us to our intermittent period before the start of the second quarter. The Wildcats playing very good defense here, trying to break up those passes and shut down those playmakers that Valley really does rely on sometimes. But Valley also responding with excellent defense of their own, but really showing some cracks there when it comes to the interior, unable to really shut down some of the bigger guys in the paint. Hopefully they find an answer for that. For Old Lyme on defense, you know, Valley's mobility is really what's really cutting through them like a hot knife through butter sometimes. But obviously they're able to stay strong here as we're going to wind down under 30 seconds here for the break. Clock winds down under 10. Coaches are going to get their final words into their team. See what they can do. Let's see what this quarter gets done here. You know, both teams really looking to capitalize off the second, because being in some of these locker rooms at halftime really dictates the rest of the game. You know, having to go in the locker room with all your players, really able to talk through it all. You know, going into it at a bad foot is really devastating. Here we go. Warriors going to start out here. That's number 3. Braden Shea is going to inbound it. Excellent pass from Braden. signature excellent pass. Here we go. A little bit of stand-up comedy here from the booth. As a pass to Connor Quinn's going to be unfortunate. Looks like it slipped through his hands there, and it's just going to wind up out of bounds. Wildcats here. Let's see if they can claw their way back to the lead. So they're still going to move around up top. Getting the ball out. He's going to shoot it from the 3, and it gets done masterfully. Here we go now, Warriors. They're really going to try and mirror that effect, I want to say. Let's see what they get done on offense here. Here's Yermitson, still looking to the top to Quinn. Handoff there to Shea. As they're still going to move around up top, there's Quinn. Quinn's going to try and go for the 3. But luckily, his safety there, Braden Shea, is able to recover the ball, get the ball back into Warrior hands. Here we go. Warriors still at the top. Looking to see if they can find some sort of gap here. They might look to go inside now. Here's Quinn. Teammates still trying to communicate with each other. A little bit of confusion maybe going on. But unfortunately, a well-placed play falls apart there at the very end. King's shot was no good. You know, they really did try to set that one up, but it's really sad to see when beautiful play like that just ends up poorly. Here we go, Wildcats. Once again, trying to find a lane up the middle. The shot's gonna be no good. Luckily, there are some blue hands there to try and recover the ball. But in the end, all is futile as the Warriors can return to offense in a very interesting pass there from Jean-Pierre as he's going to try and get the ball into deep. But unfortunately, it was no good. Once again, Old Lyme here, still at the top, looking for that lane. He's going to try and take it, but all he found there was Kevin King's hands. Continued deliberation there, trying to get something moving. There's Coach Beeman going to take his timeout. You know, I did see there's a little bit of confusion there on that play. Trying to get something done for the Wildcats. Seemed a little bit rough there at first. I wasn't really sure what they were trying to communicate, but it looked like they were getting bottlenecked up there in the middle. As for the Warriors, once again, they had a similar fate as the Wildcats there on a couple of their offensive drives. A couple plays that were set up that really couldn't get done due to either a few communication errors or shot errors itself. You know, I will say, being alone in the booth sometimes does get lonely. You know, sometimes you do look for your color commentator to lean on, and I apologize out there for the silence, but hey, maybe some of you take solace in the silence and don't enjoy me speaking, but, you know, unfortunately, I will continue to talk for tonight as our timeout is going to wind down. Man, sometimes I really don't know what I'm talking about. And finally, we'll break as to not leave Sam alone just rambling. Warrior defense there is going to come out hoping to look strong. They want to get this stop down. Here we go, Wildcats from the top. Looking around at the top, still going to try and find a lane. Trying to get around Jack. Into the paint, they find the big man. He gets the job done. Here we go, Warriors once again. Moving at the top, looking for that lane. Over to Quinn. Quinn puts it up, and it's good. Beautiful shot, I want to say. I mean, I barely even heard that thing go through. You love to see it. Here we go. Wildcats almost lost control of the ball there as our defense looks to step it up and play a little bit more physical, but unfortunately, a well-placed pass under the net lets him set up an easy layup shot and get it done. Warriors. There's Shea over to Quinn. Finding Yerm. They're still looking around for something. Still a little bit of confusion there for the plays as Quinn's going to look to Shea to put it up, and unfortunately it's no good. Looks like something was called there. Looks like a shove, I want to say. So fortunately for the Warriors, they're going to take over here, try and get a little bit more reorganized, and try and get some points here onto the board. Yermanson looking for anyone. Gets Quinn. Back to the top with Jean-Pierre. Still moving around at the top. Quinn's going to take his shot. And once again, mirrored his effects from last time. Another beautiful three-pointer completed there. As Jean-Pierre is going to try and swing around and knock that ball out. But, you know, even with these headphones on, I still heard that little slap of the wrist. So much like a slap on the wrist, they're going to bring him to the... I lied. I thought they were setting up for free throws. Gosh, sometimes it really is tough out here for me. Here we go. Wildcats turn to offense. Fortunately, couldn't get it up and through. Let's see what kind of call they made there. I think it was another slap there. Another illegal contact. Leading to Old Lyme, going to continue their offensive. I lost my wording there for a little bit. They're going to continue their offensive drive, and unfortunately, they do. Getting two there on the board. 21-16 Warriors looking to still keep in the fight. Here we go. From the top, there's Yermanson. And they must be on their game. As D looks over at Yermanson like he smelled something funky. Man, you love to see it. As Yermanson gets an excellent defensive recovery there after his shot. I mean, you just love to see it. Here we go. Warriors offense. Cut it up inside. Looks to the paint with Jack. And it looks like there was a little bit of a shoulder thrown there, forcing him to stumble a little bit. But Driscoll is able to recover, and now they're going to bring him to the line too. Here we go now. He's going to set up. Clean his jersey off a little bit. Keep those pearly whites a little bit whiter. Puts it up, and it's good. Here we go. Wildcat offense. Let's see what they do to respond. They're going to respond from the three, and unfortunately, it's no good, but there's going to be a recovery there from Old Lyme. Let's see what calls made there, as he did take a tumble there under the hoop. But they're going to bring him to the line here for two. Puts it up. Good hang time there, too. And it's good. Lets him set up for his second shot here. It's up. And it's good. 2 for 2 there. Lets him take 1 point ahead. Sitting at 250 here before the half. Jean-Pierre leading his offense. Connor Quinn! Lodi, he's on fire tonight. I want to either say 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 here. Call that Wendy's here from the three-point line. Mighty is he on fire here from the three. Wildcats looking inside. Puts it up, and it's good. Able to strike back quick there. 25 all. Jean-Pierre and company gonna set back up. Long arm there. He's gonna take another one. Oh my God! I'm gonna go with the higher number and say he's 5 for 5 from the three-point line. Mighty, he is on fire. But unfortunately, after all the hype, little bit of defensive slip up there. Only a little foul there. He's only going to reset there. I thought they were going to the line once again. You know, they got to stop baiting me out like this. Here we go. Wildcats looking to respond to that. Going to try and hook inside, but it's no good. Let's see who they call it with. And they're going to deem it blue. They're going to deem it Wildcat ball. Here they go, continuing their offensive drive. Let's see what they set up. Looking inside to the paint once again. I want to say their lead scorer all night, number 32. I wish I knew his name. You know, I'm going to look actually with the other booth on the directly other side of me to try and get these numbers. I'd really like to put numbers to names. Here we go, from the top here, Warriors offense once again. Looked inside for a second there as Connor Quinn's going to put it up, and unfortunately, his footing's going to be no good, but it's touching him as the ball is going crazy, and Jean-Pierre is going to put it up, and it's going to be no good. All right. What happened there I might be seeing things. It looked like there's a little bit of extra contact there. You know, on the drive before, there's a lot of slip-ups there. After the Quinn shot, looked like there was a recovery from Yermanson. Whole lot, but Quinn's going to put it up once again, and it's no good. Unfortunate. Driscoll's going to take a little bit of tumble there, but the Wildcats are going to set up. They want to steal this momentum coming into half. You know, they only sit in a 1-point deficit, easily erasable by a couple good shots. Their defense also showing that they will be able to step up. Let's see what gets done. We're in for an interesting game here tonight for all you folks at home. I hope you are tuning in. Here we go. Wildcat. They look back inside. They get it up, and it's no good. Went around the world there on the rim. Fortunately, could not make its way inside. Unfortunate shot there from the Wildcats. Going to resort to the Warrior ball. There's Quinn all alone, and he gets the hook. Masterclass there. You know, goes to show that it's heart over height. You know, he's not exactly the biggest guy here on the court, but, you know, he's just got that dog in him. Excellent shot there from the Wildcats. We're going to return to Warrior ball. Jean-Pierre's going to cut up inside, finding King, and he's going to get it done. It's blow for blow here. Who's going to get the last points to end this? A three here from the Wildcats will tie it up going into half. Let's see what they take. Setting from the top, he puts it up. It's no good. Yermanson thought he had someone open there, maybe for a last-second shot, but unfortunately finds nobody. Ladies and gentlemen at home, this is an electric game here. I'm glad to be back in the new year to watch this game. Obviously, going head-to-head between these guys, these two excellent coaches here. I mean, I don't really got much to say. There's good defense, there's good offense, and it's going to come down to who will make the last little mistake. This might just be a game of little mistakes, so every second watching matters. We're going to break for half here. I will rejoin you after the break. Go get yourself something nice to eat. I understand it might be dinner time. This is Valley TV. And after that break, that brings us back. 30 seconds and counting here for both teams to deliberate what's on the docket next. A little bit of reflection on our own crew here for Valley TV. For the first time in history, we do have a special guest coming all the way from the lands unknown of Lyme, one Max Novak. How you feeling, Novak?
Feeling great today, Sam. You know, it's been a close game all game, and, you know, I really think Warriors do have a chance to take this home, and we'll see how it comes out.
You know, us being from district schools, you don't really need to play in the Valley too much. You know, as long as we just represent both sides, it's fine. Yeah, you'll be my yang to my yin, all right?
Sounds good.
Right on. So also, fortunately, I did manage to get numbers. Mind pronouncing that last name for me? Unfortunately, one of these last names is ineligible due to the fact that the guy's handwriting wasn't too good. But Old Lyme's offense there almost stalls out under the hoop. A couple shots there by Calvin Monty. There we go. Getting in the groove of these names here. So, from the sideline there, you spent this first half. How'd you feel about the electricity of this game per se?
Well, Sam, I gotta say, the first quarter was pretty quiet, but once Connor really started hitting those threes, the vibe just continued to get even better, and hopefully does more for the rest of the half.
Definitely. I mean, fortunately there, interjection from the spectators might have tripped me up a little bit. But yeah, no, it really happened after that first three that Connor sunk. Just a spark for both teams to really start fighting. You saw back-to-back offensive drives, able to capitalize real well and to their strength. As Shea's going to try and drive, and unfortunately, a scuffle on the ground is going to result in Connor. What was going on there? You see anything funky there? What was going on?
I don't know, Sam. I see a lot of hustling and a lot of. Jeez, all right.
And a fast break there from the Wildcats. Unfortunately, stalls out there a little bit, as I almost like it was so fast their own teammates couldn't catch up to it. But here we go. We're going to start out with a clean slate here for the Warriors. Jean-Pierre's going to take the helm, squaring off with one Hortjan. Please. As I still get corrected on my pronunciation there, when Jean-Pierre was able to get that excellent shot up there, able to put the first points on for the Warriors of this half. Here we go once again.
That shot from Caden Monty. Oh, and the miss.
Fortunately, yeah, really couldn't get it up. It's tough to see. I'm going to have to say it just because he is the biggest guy out there. You almost see a little bit of a Shaquille O'Neal out there. Not good from far out, but if he's under that hoop basket, trust me, it's getting done. I'm fairly certain Mr. Monty there is the lead scorer here for Old Lyme. Would I be right?
I think so, and a rebound from Caden again. But yeah, he is the lead scorer. Other than I think Alex Olson has had a great season this year, and those two do work really well together, and we'll hopefully see them do better this year.
After recovery there from Valley TV, dealing with some little bit of technical hardware difficulties, we're going to return back to offense here. Warriors drive. Unfortunately, Kevin King couldn't get it done. Takes a bit of a tumble there. Good to see him get back up fast. Fortunately, that shot, that pass there, misses him straight to the back.
And now we got Eli Sahadi and Leland Hine coming in for Calvin and Jack. We'll see how this ends up.
You see how nice that is? You see how nice it is to have a great man from Old Lyme be able to make these excellent calls. It's a real shame you don't go to school up here. I'd love to have you in the booth every night.
I would too, Sam. I would too.
Warriors drive here from the top. There's Yermitson. Still, let's see what they get done. Still trying to move around. Not sure if they're going to try and take that shot to lane. But they're going to look down to Shea. But fortunately, the rebound gets there.
And a timeout with the Wildcats.
In these last drives, I mean, the ball's really been moving faster than me to really process. I wish I had a computer for a brain sometimes to really know where this ball's going. I really gotta ask, what do you? The viewers have been knowing what I've been seeing all night. What have you been seeing?
I've been seeing some a little bit of laziness on defense for Wildcats, but they haven't been putting up points in the paint. I think if we could just move the ball a little bit more, they could probably take the game a little bit further. But we'll see what goes.
Yeah, You know, their defensive struggles might just come down to the Warriors' tactic of almost like a blitzkrieg offense there, really trying to use their mobility to their advantage. But their offense, too, has been a little bit shaky there, you know, coming out of this half, really struggling with the possessions. But I don't doubt that they're able to recover here, especially from a couple words from their coach. Always seem to rally the troops in time of need. But here we go again. They're going to break their huddles. We're going to see what they go on to do. You've been keeping up with football, Max?
Yes, I have, Sam.
Yeah, I forgot. Who are you a fan of?
Rockers country.
Oh. All right, so both of our teams are out of the playoffs there. Thought we'd just communicate a little bit. And speaking of football, Yermanson almost looking to form tackle. I want to say that was Mr. Olsen. Bit of an awkward move there as Wildcats are going to turn to offense. Inbounding here is Sahadi.
And now we got Olsen with the ball. I think, you know, Blue's really trying to move the ball around, but just can't really get past this Warrior defense. Just like that, yep.
Yeah, Woods and company really have, I want to say all season, really emphasized defensive play. Yeah, seeing their struggles there to try and get around them really is unfortunate to see, especially after an electric half like that. But fortunately their Wildcat defense does step up and is able to block that shot from Jean-Pierre. Here we go, leading the team down there will be Mr. Monty. In the paint there, higher. Looks back out to Monty and gets it done.
Caden has really proved this year that he's a monster in the paint. Same with 25, Leland Hine. He can really cook in the paint here and there, but I honestly think that's where they get most of their points.
You know, I really think this their coaching staff is really leaning on him, and they're just saying, you know, hold on, let him cook. Don't you say so?
Yes, Sam.
Definitely. And was that a Connor Quinn three?
That was a Connor's three.
Oh, and I missed a Connor Quinn three, making a real. I was just trying to make a lazy joke there, but here we go. Wildcats are going to try and cut up inside, but a hand there is going to lead to a turnover. With a clamp down there on defense. Here we go. Warriors offense going to restart here after an excellent. You know, I was fumbling over my words there as I thought another Connor Quinn three was going to go straight in. Getting my hopes up a little bit. Here we go, Wildcats.
Let's see what Blue's got for us here.
They're going to start out. Warriors really playing down, trying to get that ball back.
And
but unfortunately,
25, Leland Hine open wide. Oh, but he misses it. That's tough.
All right, Warriors offense here. After an excellent display there by the Wildcats on offense, they're going to look to mirror whatever they got done. Almost like a chess game. They're going to wait around here, see what they take for moves. Going to try and make a real calculated decision. And Yermanson's going to try and pull trade there to take his shot, and unfortunately it's no good. They look to top the shot.
Good hustle from Eli Sahadi.
Definitely there. A really good display of defense there by the Wildcats. Able to try and stall out this Warrior offense, which, you know, it's a lot more methodical than I previously realized. I mean, other than the fast breaks we saw in the second, really right now is, I'll refer back to it, that game of chess that we see. They're really looking to take what's there and when it shows. What do you have to say about that, my analogies, or am I just going crazy?
Sam, honestly, I think you're just going crazy.
You know, I don't doubt you either. You know, sometimes I just try to connect words, vowels together to try and string sentences. And that looks like Jean-Pierre did see a lane, but unfortunately couldn't get it done there under the basket. Effort there by King to try and box out Mr. Monty there on the side. So the refs are deliberating about. gonna call it. They're gonna call a Wildcat ball here. Looks inside, finds Hind. Fortunately, ball's gonna hit the side of the. It's gonna hit the side there. Bit of a cough there. My apologies. And that shot's gonna be no good for the Wildcats. You know, their offense really has been dragging their feet a little bit, which is unfortunate to see. But their defense still is showing that they're up to par here with the Warriors, able to clamp down. King is gonna go into the paint, but his shot's just gonna be a little bit too inaccurate there. No good.
All right, we got Eli Sahadi bringing up the court. See what he does with it.
Is he gonna cook or not? Let's see. Here we go. Wildcats starting from the top.
Thrown out of bounds with Charlie.
Unfortunately, he could not connect with Monty.
All right, let's see what Two's got to do for us in this last minute 40 of the third quarter.
You know, I think you know who wears that number 2 there, Mr. Novak. I think that's your good teammate there.
Oh yeah, Nick Cox.
You know, I don't think Nick Cox is really out there on the court right now.
Yeah,
wearing number 2 is one D'Angelo Jean-Pierre. and a three-pointer. All right. After a little bit of mishap there in the booth, Hind is able to get the layup down and dealt with, able to respond to Shea's three-pointer. And you know, it's really good to have this chemistry here back in the booth. A lot different than when I was sitting there by lonesome. But we're gonna dip under a minute here to play. It looks like the Warriors are gonna start out with the ball here. Finding Jean-Pierre at the top. Continue to look for something here. King's gonna put it up, and unfortunately it's no good. Hines there to recover there for the Wildcats. And I think that just drew a foul. He's gonna bring him to the line. Maybe. No, they're not. They're not, you know. I always get my hopes up. Maybe they're gonna go for, I'm gonna call it right. Yeah, I make the right call sometimes when it comes to ref call. But, you know, I'm not wearing pinstripes, so, you know, it's not my job. Here we go. Sahadi leading off his team.
Calvin, 25, Leland Hind. Oh.
Fortunately, Hind couldn't get over King.
But he does have 2 shots.
But yeah, like you said, it's going to bring him to the line. Let's see if we can get a little redemption there. Unable to connect on either of those. Unfortunate, as Quinn's going to muscle away that ball. Jean-Pierre's going to start off. Here we go, 20 seconds. Shea at the top. Woods and company going to reorganize. They're going to play for clock a little bit. Quinn's going to go to his all-favorite three-point line. 5 seconds to play here. Yermitson's cutting up inside. Ball's up. They're going to stop it with 1.6 seconds remaining on this clock. And I think they're going to try and piece something together here. You know, the clock doesn't start running until he inbounds it, so he's going to look for someone to get open. Hopefully, let's see if he can long arm this down the court, trying to get someone open.
Eli Sahadi from half.
And unfortunately,
that's a ceiling.
The great beams of Valley Regional High School once again deny a possible full court shot. You know, I'm going to harp on that. I'm going to go on a little tangent here. In my days, I've seen so many full court shots be absolutely denied by the fact that we have these rafters that hang down. I want to say a little bit shorter than most high schools. So, you know, sometimes shots will go up and you can almost see the remnants. They like to paint over them almost every year, the remnants of where these shots are taken. You know, that's one of the unique characteristics about playing in this great brick dome we have here at Valley. All right, Novak. Let's dig your brain a little bit here. What do we got going on? Well, let's hear from Old Lyme's perspective. What do you think they're going to do? Let's see what happens.
You know, Old Lyme has had some really close games these past few, and I don't know. I've seen them come back. I've seen them not come back. But hey, Woodcock, you want to say something? All right.
As we have a surprise intervention by one coach, Brandon Woodcock, once again. But I'll pick up where you left off. You know, a good reference back to a little bit of the past year. Old Lyme has been able to come back from some deficits. Obviously, this isn't a deficit of anything to scoff at. You know, it's only 6 points. In the game of basketball, that's really nothing. That could be changed in the blink of an eye.
Let's see what
But
this Wildcats
it's really going to be a
right
game of seeing if the Warriors can hang on to it. You know, obviously, like I said previously, it's going to come down to these games of little mistakes. And, you know, we start to see some sloppy plays from both sides. Both the teams have now been to the line more times than they have in the first. And an excellent play there set up by Hutchinson allows Shea to find that lane and get that hook. Well, like I was saying, it's going to come down to these little mistakes and little errors. So let's see what they can piece together here. Old Lyme, once again, starting up.
Monty puts it up.
Monty in the paint, usually automatic that we've seen all night. Unfortunately, can't connect. Warriors once again going to start on offense. Plays called out by Coach Woods. Finds Hutchinson inside. Can he maneuver around? No. He got the shot up there, but unfortunately didn't want to go in. Leading to an Old Lyme recovery.
You know, Sam, I think it is very, very hard to move around these Monty's boys. I mean, they are just 6'6" and big people.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean,
three,
even at the jump, you know, at the beginning of the game, when you make Sam Hutchinson a little bit, when you tower over Sam Hutchinson, that's how you know you've got some absolute units out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I did make a little bit of crack at the joke of where were these guys come football season? You know, we could have used some tight ends.
Yeah, we could have, totally.
Definitely. But here at the line here is one Sahadi. You know, he's been really the face of the team all night, really trying to get that momentum back in swing here for the Wildcats. But they're going to dip under a 9-point deficit as they're going to bring in Max Nickel for Yermanson, who's visibly pretty tired. You know, testament to the Warriors, they really don't sub as much as they possibly could. But that goes to show, I mean, a lot of these guys are very well conditioned. And, you know, you see reps getting in every so often. I mean, this entire game, you see our little sharpshooter there, Mr. Connor Quinn, you know, really get his time in the light. Obviously, I've known in the past, he's really been automatic, even all through 3 years now of play. And as I'm speaking, Connor gets the ball to try and lead this.
Sam,
Warriors
I think he made, like, what, 3 shots in a row? 3 threes?
I was 3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah. He was doing really well tonight. Hasn't really... Oh, we got Sahadi bringing up the ball. Dishes it to Alex. Let's see if Leland can work in the paint. Nope.
Fortunately there, we can see an Old Lyme drive trying to dip out of the paint.
This Warrior defense has really been shutting down Wildcats in the paint, though.
Definitely. You know, the Monties, they have been looking to them to try and get something done in the paint, but it almost looks like they're double the triple team there, which makes you think, where are these other guys out there? Maybe they should start going for a little bit longer range shots. You know, we've seen that action go down previously, coming from the also famous second quarter. Maybe they start to replicate some of that. You know, that really got the juices flowing for the entire team and for the fans alike. Here we go, Jean-Pierre, though. Let's see if the Wildcats come up with a stand here. Warrior offense still going to stay at the top. They want to find that gap and take it. Jean-Pierre, like a chess player, looking for his next move. Going to cut up in between. Fake out, and the shot is good. You know, he's got more handles than a tool chest there. That was some excellent moves there in the paint. Here we go. Wildcats going to try and respond. There's Sahadi from the top. Finding Olsen. Olsen's going to stick to the top as well.
Leland.
Over to a high, over the
Try to work in the
high.
paint, but there was a call for travel there.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're gonna get that travel call, letting the Warriors continue out on offense. let's see what they do here. Again, as foreseen by the all-knowing Zambare, apparently, they really do want to try and not have those little mistakes. They want to try and keep it clean ball for now. You know, that's why they might be taking a little bit longer on some of these drives. There's Hutchinson opening up a screen there for Jean-Pierre in a masterclass up the middle.
That was
able to
very
strike.
impressive, that too.
Here we go. Here's Old Lyme at the top. Still see if they get some open here. Fortunately, the whistle is blown. We call it shove. They're going to call a shove with a period this time. There's Hine there at the line. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 here, as he's going to put up his first shots. You know, hopefully with these shots, they're going to get the offense hopefully back on track here. You know, all it does take is a couple good sparks. But unfortunately, that first shot's no good. Not letting him.
Good hustle there from Max, though.
Definitely. Unfortunately there, I think they did call the travel call on him. And he's going to go back to the bench here. Hopefully to make a return. I do love to see when Max Nickel out there playing. One of my favorite. Here we go.
Caden,
Monty
and the
could
board
not.
from 22.
Hutchinson, unfortunately, couldn't get the leverage needed there to get the shot in. Wildcats going to return to offense. Here's Sahadi coming up inside. In is Monty.
Foul, though.
Hutchinson there. Got his hand up and in, but that's going to bring him to the line. Here goes Monty. You know, as we see from our Warriors fan section there's a lot of pride there for our one D'Angelo Jean-Pierre, spearheaded by one Adam Metz. You know, sometimes it's hard to hear things though from this headset, but he's one person you cannot hear. Shot is good. Second shot is up, but that one is not good either. Here we go. Warriors offense here going to start out. Once again, the all-electric Jean-Pierre is going to want to get something done here. Let's see what they find out. Looking for the gap. Goes up, and it's no good. As you see Hutchinson take flight there.
Great rebound from Calvin today. I think he's gotten, 7? He is on a roll right now.
Definitely. I mean, he is one of their biggest playmakers. Whoa. I saw that from the booth. It looked like Hutchinson did grab his leg there. Surprised they didn't call it tech there. But they're going to leave him in it too. I don't think they did call. I don't know what they're calling here. There's a little bit of deliberation there in the booth. But they're going to bring him to the line. Monty here. Going to set up for his shots. See if he can redeem from the last time he was out here. It's good. Resets here. Going to take his second shot. And it's good. Here we go. Going to try and use that momentum here. They get that good stop here on defense. We could see Old Lyme get a little bit more electric here as we dip further into this final quarter. Here we go. Warriors find Yermanson at the top, but his shot is no good. Simply cannot connect.
By 10. See what he does with the ball.
Sahadi here. It's going to leading his team down there. Finds Monty in the paint. Dips back up to Olsen. Still look like they're trying to find something inside in the paint.
And he can work in the paint.
But yeah, I know. Quite literally, he can try and just maneuver above these opponents with ease. I think that's why he's so dangerous in the paint there, is that it's pretty hard to shut down a guy that can tower over you. And Jean-Pierre looked like he got the ball knocked out, or at least they're trying to pass there to Hutchinson. Could have been pretty good, as Connor Quinn there, like a acrobat, almost pulled some fancy schmancy moves on me there. My, here we go. Warriors offense. Over to Quinn. Back to find Jean-Pierre. Again, they're still going to move around at the top. I think they're in clock kill formation. We're going to drive down as many ticks as possible, and his drive inside is good. Jean-Pierre, absolutely lethal. You know, you didn't see much from him in the first half, so it's electric to see here coming into the second half, that real shift in gameplay. Here we go, Hutchinson, after an unfortunate Wildcat turnover. Let's see what the Warriors offense does once again. Looks like they're playing for time a little bit as we're getting close to 2 minutes. Once again is Jean-Pierre at the top. He's once again going to look for that alley, and the shot is no good. We're going to dip under 2 minutes here. You know, Old Lyme's really going to have to turn up the heat now. They want to get this done. Hopefully on offense, they can produce something here, as the pass to Monty is no good. Recovered by Old Lyme, and the hook to Connor Quinn, unfortunately, overshot there.
With the ball, number 5, Coleman. And if you didn't know, he is only a freshman, and it's doing very well this season.
Really?
Yep.
That's great to know. We got a little bit of freshman action going on here for the Wildcats. Maybe the breath of fresh air they're going to need, as they're going to go from the 3, and unfortunately that just can't connect with the hoop. Brutal to see here. Would have been really a real big spark here for the Wildcats. But here we go. The Warriors going to return to offense. It's again at the top.
The ball now.
They really just want to try and move the ball and get those ticks off the clock. As it looks like they're going
on there.
You know, it's not February and it's not Valentine's Day, but it looks like Yerm just want to show a little bit of love for Hutchinson. We're going to dip under a minute here. They're going to need to play some aggressive defense here. Old Lyme needs to get that ball back. Jean-Pierre is going to find Hutchinson. Hutchinson's going to find Shea. Now, once again, electric at the top.
Olsen down.
Olsen's going to take a little tumble there to try and, looks like maybe to try and stop the clock. They're trying to play for the ball hard. But unfortunately, it looks like the Warriors are just able to outmaneuver him here. It's going to look brutal here as the Warriors are in clock kill formation officially.
What a great game tonight, Sam, honestly.
Definitely. You know, I honestly had mixed feelings coming into this game. I thought it could go either way. But we're just going to clock down. As the clock's going to wind down, at the end of it all, it's going to be the Warriors coming out on top, 50-40, some whole numbers. But definitely a showing for
what a great game.
I mean,
you know,
great game all in all.
Blue did really pick up that defense there. I think they were playing man. I don't think their zone worked on Warriors, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, really it comes down to who. Again, I'll say, when you come to a difference of 10 points, it really was those little mistakes coming into this game. Well, during the game, per se. You know, it's unfortunate to see here for the Wildcats that they really couldn't capitalize off of some of the mistakes that the Warriors made. And for the Warriors, they're going to take this win in stride as they managed to defeat their rivals from across the river. You know, if stealing Nick Cox wasn't enough, they're also going to steal the W for tonight.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an excellent showing. You know, we'd like to thank you all here from the Hill. Once again, we will rejoin you one day. I still haven't checked the schedule, but I'll find that. This has been Valley TV.
Thank you.